What's up, guys? This is Josh,
Chris,
and we are Horizon Theory, and you are listening to the what is it? The Brutally
Delicious.
okay.
All right, hey guys, I'm Josh.
I'm Chris.
We're Horizon Theory. You are listening to the Brutally Delicious. It's hard to say.
Just use these outtakes. It's great.
Guys, I'm Josh. This is Chris. We are Horizon Theory, and you are listening to the Brutally
Delicious
I want to say honest
podcast.
All right, one
Okay.
more.
That's-
One more. Hey guys, what's up, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Chris.
We're Horizon Theory, and you are listening to the Brutally
Delicious.
Oh, we could do
Podcast.
that. You do it. You do it. Hey guys, I'm Josh.
I'm Chris, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
This is 70,000 Tons of Metal, the original, the world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, 1 cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets. It's like having an all-access backstage pass. January 29th to February 2nd, 2026. From Miami, Florida to Nassau, the Bahamas, and back. Go to 70,000tons.com and book now.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
So let's talk about Horizon Theory. I guess let's talk about Transcendence first. So I have not been too familiar with you guys. I've heard the name, but I got to listening to this song when I was prepping for this, and holy cow, that is great stuff.
Thank you, man. Thanks, dude.
What's been the initial feedback to it? It's pretty much the same?
Yeah, so far so good, man. It's we put it out on the 7th, I believe. So it's been about a couple weeks, and it's been received very well so far. Yeah.
So I know Morgan produced it, but how did he? I assume that came from your tour with them, right? Is that how the relationship built?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. He so we did a run with those guys with Seven Dust, and we got off the first run. It's like about a month-long run, and they kind of called us back about a week after being home, shortly after a week, and kind of invited us out on another run, and we did. And that run kind of, I guess, sort of like solidified our relationship. You know what I mean? That second,
Right.
run. And he came to us with basically the idea of producing an album with us. He gained interest in us, and so we started writing shortly after that tour was over, about a month after, and been going at it ever since.
So was it intimidating? Let me go back to just the Seven Dust tour for a second, then we'll get on with you guys. Was it intimidating stepping onto the stage like the first time you went out to play with them, with their legacy and their?
It was
Yeah.
basically, the first show was terrifying because we were at this venue,
Hampton Beach.
Hampton Beach Ballroom, Casino Ballroom, and it was a huge venue, like one of the biggest on that tour to begin with. And we ended up having about 5 minutes to sound check. The first show of a tour, the other bands always, they're working bugs out.
Right.
So we had about 5 minutes, and our in-ear wireless systems weren't working.
No.
So it was like a full-on panic, just frenzy of like, oh shit, are we even going to be able to play this show? This is our first show with them. You want to come out on the first night and kind of, prove that you should be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And up until literally, I think our set time was started at 6:30 that night. And at 6:29, we got our in-ears working. So then we had about, 30 seconds to a minute to like kind of decompress from that worry and fear.
Right.
And now it's like, what else is going to go wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was nerve-wracking as hell. But it took about 3 or 4 songs for that kind of panic feelings to go away. And then once we kind of set into the groove, it was like, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Our gear's working, and the crowd is reacting to our show and loving our songs right now. And this is badass. Then it was like you could enjoy the second half of that show,
Right.
It was nuts. And really, after the first song, the crowd went nuts, and it was like, wait, is this really happening right now? We'll know after the next song, but if that was a fluke.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was every song after that, every set, every night on that whole tour. It was amazing. But that was a little nerve wracking at first, and to start it off like that was just like, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Transcendence again for a second. It dives deep into themes of love, lost, and unresolved questions. What was the creative process behind capturing that? And is there something you want your fans to take away from after listening to it?
Well, not so much to take away from it, I guess. So we sat down, Morgan, myself, Chris, a couple other guys in the room, and we kind of come up with. We had a couple lyrics already kind of laid out, maybe like part of a verse or a chorus, which isn't even part of the song anymore, but the lyrics, like the basis of what we're going to do it about. And Morgan's a genius off the top of his head with coming up with stuff like that. So like he can put out on paper what you think, but you can't necessarily get out, and very quickly. I mean, he's a genius. And so we just kind of went off with what we already had, and they come out pretty quick. As far as like having fans, like what they would get out of that, it's more that song for me, more or less, is just the relatability of that song that I think most people can touch on. More than like taking something away from that song. Anyway, it's kind of put out there like more like an emotion that a lot of people have went through, and that kind of thing.
Okay. I know we talked about the production here, and you guys had done all your stuff prior to that, right? You guys were your own producers. What was it like giving up the reins? I mean, I know it's, who it is, but was it tough to give up the reins and say, hey,
it felt weird.
You cracked this?
Yeah, it was weird. It felt weird. It was just kind of like, you have to kind of swallow your pride a little bit as far as like songwriting goes, and go, okay, this is the reason we're here. If you kind of got to accept the fact that like, if you weren't going to do that, why are you even here with a producer? So you decide to do it. You go into the room. It's like, okay, I'm going to let them just, kind of guide the ship. And it feels, there's a little sting at first. It feels just a little weird. Like, this is different.
Yeah.
But then you realize, you got to think about the big picture, and also, the betterment of this thing as a whole. And also, you got to kind of just hope that you're going to like this producer's, co-writing and the direction they take you. And that's kind of the most nervous part, is like, am I even going to like this when it's done? Yeah. And we, we were happy with everything we've done so far. So that's the bonus. We ended up actually, we like everything that we did with them. So, yeah.
So Transcendence comes off of Mission Control, which is due out in March. What do you guys got happening till then? Are you going to be releasing singles and that sort of thing?
We might end up releasing one other single off the album. We don't want to. We kind of, it's a give and take with, do we drop an album or do we do singles? Today it seems like singles are the way to go. But the album's so damn good that we just. I wish it would have dropped on the 7th when we dropped Transcendence.
Yeah,
just get it out there. I mean, it's so good. And
there's like give and take with that, with like releasing a bunch of singles before the whole album. And my thing is, it sucks to put out one song and promote it. And there's different avenues that you have to pay for marketing and everything. And you do all that. And at the end of the day, the people, when you reach them, if they listen to that one song and they love it, they can't go and listen to more. And so you're giving up kind of residual streams. You know what I mean? Like if you put out the whole album and you promote one song when you put the album out, everybody, when they hear that one song, if they love it, now they can go stream the rest of the album. Yeah. So you're kind of forfeiting potential streams and fan base by not just getting the music out there. So yeah, it's kind of give and take.
And we want to build a little anticipation.
I think there's something to be said for the album anyway. I mean, I know in this sort of genre, the album is the gold standard, and we probably grew up the same way, liking a full record, because you guys spent a lot of time like sequencing and creating that journey with the ebbs and flows as well, right? It's not just thrown on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like building a set list for a live show.
Yeah,
you want the dynamics and the ups and downs of the moments, and it's like, sometimes one song on its own isn't that great until you put it in between two other ones, and now that song makes sense and flows. So yeah, there's
a lot of give and take for sure. And I know you asked if we have anything in between March. We don't really right now. we'll probably release one other single off the album, and then hope for a big push, build the anticipation for the album drop. We're trying to grow this thing. We've been growing since 2022, really, and we're trying to grow this thing, and we're trying to do it right. So, and we don't want to take a tour, and we don't want to do anything that's forced. We just want to kind of let it come to us, or see where the cards may fall, right now. But we're hoping for a big tour once the album drops.
Yeah.
When you guys are writing these songs, is there any thought of the live setting, like how they're going to come across on stage? This is a good spot for a breakdown or a big riff or a big chorus, or is it just adapt them later?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's got to, right from the start of it with just, tracking guitars or coming up with an idea on guitar. The one thing I kind of, a few years ago, I kind of went back to this thought of, is this cool? Is this badass? Is this cool? Is this going to sound cool on stage? Is it going to look cool to play this? Like, instead of getting really technical and trying to, impress other guitar players or get too musical, sometimes just a sludgy, slow BPM, just a riff. It could be 4 notes, but just played in the right way. And all of a sudden it's like, that's heavy. And, that's kind of what I went back to, was like, just, kind of when the starting point of the song is, it's got to just be cool on its own before it's, if it's not good without vocals, I won't even send it to Josh. You know what I mean? It's got to be listenable without even vocals on it, so that the vocals are the icing on the cake. And it makes his job easier when it's more, polished and finished on my end.
Yeah.
So it's just got to sound cool, and it's got to,
and it comes out pretty naturally as far as our writing process and how it goes over on stage. A lot of that comes out just naturally with vocal wise and musically, when we're writing. So that works out in itself. And then, once we kind of get a demo down or something we really like, then a lot of times we'll go back, we'll sit on it for a little while. And we'll go back and go, okay, how can we make this cooler? Like a little time, give you a little time to listen to it and think about what it's going to be like on stage. And then we might go back and add things or take something out. Or
sometimes it's taking out instruments. Yeah. Like, it could be the second verse or a bridge in a song. Instead of, one thing we do a lot, instead of going to like this really heavy riff and making the bridge big, I'll go in and I'll strip out the guitars and the bass and the drums, and we'll just leave his vocal line and maybe throw a couple notes on a piano, or maybe just leave the bass drum and a snare and his vocals, and strip it out. I'll give it some dynamics. And then when that last chorus hits, it's like just freaking huge. And then you can, go double time on the bass drum or whatever, and make it just kind of at the end. But
we're trying to write some anthem style songs. And, when you think of an anthem song, you think of 40,000, 30,000 people, and you're on stage. So
sure.
That's kind of part of the process too, is we want to be big, go big or go home. And that's where they're live set.
When you're putting these songs together, are you writing, or do you purposely not try and write the previous record? So, you want to be true to your fans, Horizon Theory fans, but you don't want to write the previous release, right? Is there a conscious effort, or is it a natural progression?
Kind of natural. We never really thought of it like that. Yeah. We've never really thought of it like that. The thing is with our fans, that are growing every day. Most of them are like family, man. They got our backs. We go all across country, and it's like you already know them. They got our backs, and it's almost like it doesn't really matter what we do, what sound, whether there's some rap vocals in there or the songs about kids, or if it's heavy screaming, they kind of got our backs.
They seem to like it. And that's the thing with the song, is even if it's a different style, or, we did like this Handlebars, the Slowbots cover. It's a rap song. But, we crunched up the choruses and we made it our style, our thing. But like, even if we change our style a little, or put out something that's different, say genre wise, we make sure it's good before it goes out. So like,
So you don't think about that at all? You don't say, "Hey, maybe our fans are not going to go with this rap thing."
Well,
that was pretty early on too.
yeah.
We didn't even know what we were yet.
Right.
Fair enough.
A lot of our fans, I think, know that we want to write, we want to play what we love to play. You know, we want to put out what we want to put out. And I think that they, especially in today's age with the way streaming is and royalties and just the music industry in general, labels, management, I think they appreciate that we want to stay true to ourselves. We want to be real. You know, we have a cover that we put out of Dancing on My Own. It's nothing in our genre of music at all. And it's actually the first song that we ever put out, self-produced, self-mixed, mastered, and all that. You know, no big production or anything. But, and, you know, when we play these shows all across the country, I get a lot of people telling me that's one of their favorite songs. And these are metalheads, and this is a piano style pop love song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the original artist was Robin.
Robin was the original artist,
And then
female.
there was it Callum or something that kind of blew it up? Some American Idol deal
or something, yeah.
But the only place that even exists left is like YouTube. It's our first video on our YouTube channel. We did a homemade music video for it.
Yeah.
But like, I think the point in doing that too was like, coming out of the gate, we didn't want anybody to put any genre specific label on us. We didn't want to be put in a box. Oh, it's a metal band and they have to be metal. So the first thing we put out was this cover of a pop love song, you know, just to kind of say, hey, we're just going to be whatever we want, do whatever sound we want. And that's it.
Yeah, they weren't expecting it. That's for sure. No. And I think a lot of our fans appreciate that, you know, being real and kind of doing what we want.
Yeah. So I got one more for you, and then I'm going to hit with some out of the box questions just for some fun. Touring, you had any plans yet? Too early?
A little early, but yeah, once we get the album, we're building anticipation for this album in March, and we're hoping to have something worked up come time for the album to drop. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll keep our options open.
And if those listening want to find you guys, can you give us all your socials?
Yeah, we're on everything. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. I mean, all the main socials we're on. All the streaming apps we're on. Horizon Theory or Horizon Theory Music usually. You know, I'm not sure exactly what our Facebook tag is or anything, but
yeah, if you type in Horizon Theory, you'll find us somewhere.
Yeah, you go on Google, everything will pop up.
All right, fair enough. Are you good with some out of the box questions to close this out?
Yeah, sure.
If Horizon Theory had to swap instruments mid-tour with no rehearsals allowed, which member is most likely to brilliantly fake it, and which song would definitely go off the rails first?
All of them. Yeah. The first one.
I think I could brilliantly fake the drums for sure. These other guys, I don't know about these other guys.
I have no drums for me. I can play bass, of course.
I think I'm probably the only one that could swap.
Lewis would like to try singing.
Yeah. Lewis is a big fan of that Pink Pony Club song.
Yeah, Chapel Roan.
Yeah, Chapel Roan. So he might be all right in a couple of our ballad songs. Yeah, but no. Okay. And I think probably every song would go off the rails if we tried that. If off the rails, you mean like crap and not like
we are not multi-instrumentalists per se. I mean, Lewis can play; he can dabble with the drums actually, but none of us are like we just kind of do our thing, our one thing, and we stick to that pretty much.
We have our jobs.
Yeah,
fair enough. All right, we're good for a couple more.
Yeah.
If Transcendence were a scene in the futuristic sci-fi film, what would be happening in that moment, and which Horizon Theory member would play the hero or the villain?
Oh, that is off the wall, isn't it?
We can skip if you like.
What would be happening? You said what would be happening?
Yeah,
like in a futuristic.
I see like devastation, like some kind of apocalyptic thing happening, or like some sort of devastation happening in the scene, whether it's like an alien attack or meteor. asteroid hitting the Earth.
Right. Well, and it don't necessarily have to be about a female either. As far as, it could be, about a leader, your leader or something.
Cello would be the
know.
villain.
Cello is the villain all day
Cello's
long.
our hype man. The hype.
And I'm probably the nicest guy on the bus as far as being an asshole. So
Yeah.
I would imagine, I can be an ass, but I would imagine, I don't want to call myself the hero. Who would be the hero?
I don't know.
Well, Aaron, we have a videographer that comes with us on tours.
Aaron.
His name's Aaron.
Aaron could be
He runs
the hero.
Hero Productions, does great work, all our music video.
All our music videos.
He's probably the nicest guy on the bus.
Yeah, he's like,
And he probably would be the hero.
yeah,
And we consider him part of the band.
yeah, he's
So-
part of the crew. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which would be funnier than hell. The videographer is the hero.
yeah,
Which he saved our asses a couple times, too. That's for sure.
Fair enough. I got one more. We're going to make an out of the box holiday themed question. So just roll with me and then we're going to take it out.
Right on.
If Horizon Theory could throw a cosmic holiday celebration aboard a real mission control, what unique interstellar ritual or musical tradition would you bring to help your fans transcend the year-end blues?
Ooh, yeah.
wait,
Like a ritual.
okay, huh?
I don't even give a shit if you make it up. It's your world. I made up the question. You can make up whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm thinking scenes, like movie scenes.
Damn,
And you
that's
mean
a
like
tough one.
that is a tough one. A ritual?
So
How about any kind of holiday celebration you're going to bring with you? Tradition
Okay,
Oh,
on the spaceship or mission control or wherever we are,
Oh,
floating
okay.
somewhere.
okay.
man.
One tradition. I don't even know.
Thanksgiving dinner, dude. Thanksgiving dinner, because we don't eat enough on tour. dude.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Thanks to the big old round table Thanksgiving dinner with everybody before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Thanksgiving dinner. That's what we're taking with us.
All right. So I know I took it totally off the rails. I've got 2 minutes left before I got to bounce to the next one. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Absolutely not.
No, but that's an interesting.
No, it has to be. Why do you say no?
Yeah, it goes in the bread.
Well, I
What's your
mean,
hang up? That little piece that holds it together?
Man, that's okay.
I think of a sandwich as the bread being. I would say it's more of a sub, because usually the bread's connected.
Is a sub a sandwich?
Thank you. It has to be.
Sub's a sandwich. Sub sandwich.
Damn.
Sub sandwiches.
Got him.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
hot dog. All right. So that's the headline for this interview: hot dogs or sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cereal or soup?
It's
Oh damn.
oh
Soup's got to be warm, right?
no. I would have. Yeah. These are. I never thought about this. I would have to say cereal is the physical piece. So I would have to say it is a soup, because if soup had corn in it, corn is corn. You wouldn't call it corn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna keep some of these.
Cereal soup. Good. Got it.
All right. I know I keep saying the last one, but you seem to be okay with it. So you're on a desert island. You got 3 records for the rest of eternity. You've got a solar powered player. What are they? We got a minute.
Shit.
Bullet for My Valentine, The Poison.
For sure.
August Burns Red. I think the album's Constellations. And then I'm going to have to go with In Flames, A Sense of Purpose.
I'd have to go any Ozzy album. I'm a huge Tesla fan, so probably 5-man acoustical jam, I believe it's called, if I remember right. And 2112.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty good.
So I know you didn't
I'm
ask.
old, I got the old school.
Your
in,
age
so-
is showing.
Yeah, I know you didn't ask, but mine's Diary of a Madman,
Oh yeah,
Operation Mindcrime, the first one,
let's go.
and then maybe The Wall.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, on a desert island, that'd be a good one.
You don't want to bang your head the whole time, right? You
No.
want to be smoking out of a coconut every once in a while in a hammock.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good call. I dig the Operation Mindcrime, man. That was love Queens Rock.
That's the first one. The second one didn't hit it for me. The first
No.
one was unreal,
Not the same. Yeah, Empire is a great album too. I love the Empire.
but it's not Mindcrime. That
No,
is
it's
fucking
not.
crazy.
Yeah, right. Operation Mindcrime.
Yes. I guarantee you never had an interview like this before. So thank you for
No.
taking the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fun. It was good.
I like to have some fun and play around. I appreciate you guys. Before